So welcome to a new episode of NXT, and we are kicking it off with Walter, who we found out last week after apologising to William Regal. He's going to get an opportunity to face Buddy Murphy for a #1 contendership opportunity against Pete Dunne's NXT Championship. That #1 contenders match is going to be happening right now to kick off tonight's show, with Imperium in his corner. Walter, with unfortunately one pay-per-view loss under his belt, but he's still been pretty strong when it comes to his showings. And the man with probably the best win-loss ratio on the roster so far, just from how much he's been booked and the fact he's only lost once. Buddy Murphy looking for a second opportunity to fight Pete Dunne. So the winner of this match will go on to fight Pete Dunne at NXT Vengeance Day, the upcoming pay-per-view. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how that pay-per-view shapes up over this week and the following 2 weeks before we finally get to it. Buddy Murphy went all the way through that tournament, and obviously we know Walter's grievances with not even being booked in the tournament. Got himself a match against the general manager at the pay-per-view. Unfortunately, he lost, but he sucked it up, apologised, and boom, it got him an opportunity anyway. So maybe William Regal was feeling bad, maybe he was just trying to prove a point, who knows? We shall see moving forward. No signs so far of plans for Cody Rhodes, but we know that Cody Rhodes is officially signed to the brand. We haven't seen him since he debuted at NXT Stand and Deliver, the kickoff pay-per-view for NXT Universe Mode. Release Tiger Suplex, or Tiger Bomb rather, dumps Buddy Murphy down on the ground, and we know that Buddy Murphy can be very, very resilient when it comes to these big matches. He unfortunately wasn't resilient enough against Pete Dunne, but he's got an opportunity here to show some resiliency against Walter and to get another opportunity. If not, he might end up dipping down into the mid-card division, but I'm sure Walter would be fine with that happening to Murphy. These two men now back and forth as Murphy blocks the chops, lifting Walter into the spinebuster. Dropping the ring general. Oh my god, and a massive overhead slap into another spinebuster by Murphy. Murphy trying to bring out some big power moves here to try and weaken Walter. Walter's got a significant height and weight advantage. He catches Murphy off the top rope into that power slam. Big chop to the chest of Walter. We know Walter's well known for those chops, but Murphy is not letting it get to him. Both of these men building up a decent amount of momentum. Walter seemed to have the upper hand, but Murphy's bringing out some moves of his own now. Blocked by Walter with a body chop. Murphy dodging out of the way. And a swinging neck breaker drops down Walter to the mat. Walter fighting back, dragon screw leg whip. These two men back and forth, jumping hip drop, bringing all of his weight down on top of Murphy's torso. Murphy now with some quick attacks to the midsection, followed by the knee, that Murphy combo. Rocking Walter's world there as Walter drops down to the mat. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Kamigoye knee strike to Walter. 1, 2... Oh, and a 2.5 Walter kicks out of the Kamigoye. That was a brutal knee strike out of nowhere as well for Murphy. That was very nice. Walter is down. Is he out? Murphy's going to find out. Big splash off the top. Walter plays possum and rolls out the way. Oh, went for a big kick. Murphy delivers a kick of his own to the leg of Walter, targeting the leg. Brutal little combination, got Walter against the ropes. And now these pummeling forearms to the spine of Walter. Walter struggling to get back into this. Big massive shoulder tackle. Takes down Murphy though. Oh my god. Brutal kicks now from Walter. And Walter lifting Murphy up. What has he got in mind for him? Throwing him into the corner there. He's got something turnbuckle related in mind. Where is Walter going? Holy shit. Setting up for the powerbomb off the top. Holy shit. Top rope powerbomb. Walter completely wipes out Murphy. Murphy is not moving. An added hip drop just for extra effect, I guess. And now Walter. Oh my god, another powerbomb. Walter is fully in control. This new attitude from the ring general. It's a lot for Murphy to be dealing with. Went for the running clothesline, but Murphy dodging out of the way. Maybe just instinct, who knows. Going for the Kamigoye, but Walter with the block. Oh, massive drop kick. Drops down Murphy. Not many people have blocked that Kamigoye. Walter and Murphy on the outside now. These two men back and forth. Going toe to toe. Oh my god, and Walter with a block. And Murphy with a block, dodging out of the way. These two men so back and forth. They are equaling each other perfectly. But they're going towards a double count out at the moment. A double count out would mean they would both be technically the #1 contender. We're at a count of 7, maybe Murphy trying to get a count out win against Walter. Walter though, there's the hot shot off the edge. Uh-oh, where is Walter going? Oh my god! Drop kick off the top rope. Completely flattens Murphy. Murphy dodging out of the way of whatever Walter is, whatever he was going to follow up with. Brainbuster dumps down Walter with some force. Oh, and a bicycle kick flattens him. Murphy's on the way to a win. Murphy's on the way to a win. Deadlift power bomb into the final flash knee. Holy shit. Walter's down. 1, 2. And that is it. Murphy has just become the #1 contender. He's beaten Walter. Walter is a complete menace in the ring. He is brutal. But Murphy managing to put down the big man. Following that #1 contenders match, we actually have a North American Championship match. After last week, Keith Lee managed to beat Austin Theory, the champion. So this week, he has been granted an official championship match against Austin Theory. I'm sure Austin Theory is a little bit pissed off that his championship reign could end after just 2 weeks. But, I mean, it's it's significantly better than Imperium's day-long reign. So we got Keith Lee, #1 contender after beating Theory, and now the champ himself won that ladder match to get the gold. He has said even if he loses the gold, he'll either get it straight back or move on to more. So here we go. Let's see if Austin Theory can find a way to put down the Bearcat, the limitless one, Keith Lee. Right off the bat, these two former independent stars going at it. There's a bicycle knee, manages to take down Keith Lee early on. We know that Austin Theory hit Keith Lee with a lot of ataxias last week. But Keith Lee was just incredibly resilient. And now look at him dragging Austin Theory around like a ragdoll. And Theory back up, went straight into Keith Lee, who was getting ready to clothesline him. Theory dodges. Clothesline of his own turns Keith Lee inside out. Keith Lee's shown every single talent he has so far. He's put on some fantastic matches, both against Austin Theory and in the ladder match. He's had fantastic performances. And he could enter the pay-per-view Vengeance Day with the gold. It's going to be very, very interesting. Austin Theory now staying on the outside of the ring. Oh my god, Keith Lee went for something, but Austin Theory was nowhere near. Oh, there's a bicycle pump kick. And Keith Lee getting straight back up. Theory does have champion's advantage. Keith Lee just keeps getting back up. Oh my god, drop toe hold drops down Keith Lee now. As Austin Theory, he cannot keep Keith Lee down. Oh, went for a drop kick and Lee dodges out of the way. Went for another bicycle pump. And Keith Lee now has hold of Austin Theory. He's got to get Theory inside the ring. That championship advantage means that even if there's a count out, Theory's going to retain. Oh, double foot to the face. We're at a 7 now. And Keith Lee knocking down Theory. He's got to get him in the ring. We're at an 8. Smacking Theory off the post. And Keith Lee gets in the ring. We're at a 9. And Theory says no. Theory's walking away. And Keith Lee just broke the count. He's not going to let Austin Theory leave this match. But Austin Theory now taking advantage. I think maybe he was trying to goad Keith Lee. Oh, there's a dropkick on the ramp. On the sort of entryway, I should say. A count of 4 now. Another dropkick. Trying to just stay on top of Keith Lee. Look at these standing shooting star presses, and Keith Lee gets his knees up. We're at a count of 6. German suplex! Drops down Theory. Theory sprouting back up, kick to the midsection. Went for maybe that patella brainbuster that we've seen him do before. We're at a count of 8 now. A count of 8. And both men trying to run to get back into the ring. But Theory doesn't need Theory doesn't need to get in. He's in no rush. Oh my god. He's just baited Keith Lee. It was Keith Lee racing to get back into the ring. Theory does not need to. This is an interesting strategy by Theory, because as long as Theory can stay on the outside of the ring, he's got nothing to really worry about. He can't get pinned and lose the belt. He can't get counted out and lose the belt. We're now at a count of 7. Theory is in control. Went for a kick to the midsection. 8 now. DDT drops down Keith Lee. We're at a 9 and Theory's just slid back into the ring. He's going to get a count out win over Keith Lee. And that is it. Theory has picked up a win against Keith Lee, but by count out. And he is shamelessly celebrating. So, no new North American champion. However, we have our NXT champion, Pete Dunne, who's been given a week to heal up after that brutal match. But tonight, he's going to go one-on-one with a member of Imperium. A member of the former tag champs, who do have a rematch. They will be fighting Mustache Mountain again at Vengeance Day. They've already confirmed that's when they're going to be using their rematch clause. But tonight, one member of them will be taking on Pete Dunne. And the member of Imperium that will be fighting the Bruiser King, Marcel Barthel. Possibly, at least in my opinion, the best in-ring member of Imperium, aside from Walter. I think he is certainly a standout when it comes to in-ring expertise and how he wrestles. I feel like this is going to be an interesting match. And, well, let's see if he can pick up a win against the NXT champion, Pete Dunne. Here we go, NXT champion. Straight into Bartel's hands, into an STO. Right off the bat there. Now Pete Dunne again, he's had a week to heal up. I'm sure it's been a very quick week. He got to watch last week as the tag team match happened between Imperium and his Mustache Mountain brethren. It was a very good match, and British Strong Style are currently holding 3/4 of the gold. 3/4 of the available male gold on NXT. They just now need the North American, which that would require a double champion. That would be very, very interesting. Either a member of Mustache Mountain or Pete Dunne becoming a double champion. I don't think William Regal is particularly interested in booking them towards the mid-card, but you never know. Maybe one of them will earn the opportunity further down the line. Marcel Barthel started off very strong, but ever since the start, he's just dropped it. He's dropped the ball, and Pete Dunne's been on top. There's a brutal forearm dropping Barthel. And now rolling up Barthel. But it means that it's going to be Pete Dunne versus Buddy Murphy at the pay-per-view. It's going to be interesting to see whether there's any kind of stipulation on there. Pete Dunne trying to remain in control. He's not taken too much of a beating so far. He's mostly been targeting the arm and the face of Barthel. Not bad targets to go after in a wrestling match. I don't know what Bartel's aiming for here, though. He's also going after the arm of Pete Dunne. He definitely won't be throwing any more of those overhead slaps to the chest of Barthel if he's got a broken hand. Barthel now with Pete Dunne grounded. He can set him up for whatever he wants. Whatever he likes, but Pete Dunne. Elbow drop to the midset, elbow drop. Elbow to the midsection, now forearm into the bitter end. 1, 2. And that is it. Pete Dunne picking up a quick win over Marcel Barthel before his match at the pay-per-view. Very nice performance by the Bruiser King, Pete Dunne. Tag division action with the main event is actually going to be a #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship. So this is the preliminary match to that. We've got Alpha Academy, who managed to pick up a win against Shane Thorne and Dominik Dijakovic a couple of weeks ago. And their opponents have not actually debuted so far this season, but Eric and Ivar, former War Machine, now known as the Viking Raiders. We're really starting to see just... Oh, okay. I was going to say, we're really starting to see just how deep the pool of tag teams really goes when it comes to NXT's tag division. Since we've seen the Street Profits, now War Raiders and Alpha Academy, Shane Thorne and Dijakovic, Mustache Mountain and Imperium. It's going to be interesting to see how many more tag teams make an appearance, but tag team matches are a great way of showcasing your ability while not necessarily picking up a win. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe Alpha Academy will pick up a second win against the Viking Raiders. It's going to be very interesting moving forward. We're definitely setting up more possible contenders moving forward past the feud between Mustache Mountain and Imperium. Now Ivar with the tag to Eric. Eric with a pop-up power slam onto Ivar. Very nice little combination move. Don't think Alpha Academy have ever actually tangled with the Viking Raiders in the past. I believe the Viking Raiders are actually former Universe Mode Tag Champs. Back when they were drafted to either Raw or SmackDown. And Gable now with the ankle lock, but Eric is right next to the ropes. Ivar not happy. Not happy with a submission going on. And Gable's managing to fight off everyone. And now big man Otis in the ring put on a fantastic performance during the match against Retribution. Did a lot better than I think anybody was expecting. We know that Retribution have been On a tale of struggling over the past few weeks, we saw Shane Thorne appear at the pay-per-view, got unfortunately beaten by Cody Rhodes, but what an opportunity to take on a new signee like Cody Rhodes at the pay-per-view. Great opportunity there for Shane Thorne, but unfortunately he did lose. It'll be interesting to see whether Dijakovic and Thorne remain a tag team moving forward. Alpha Academy being compared to a modern day Benjamin and Haas by how good of a team they work at recently. They've had a lot of time to train together ever since Otis left his heavy machinery days behind him. Now Alpha Academy not letting Eric have a moment to breathe. Some quick tags between the two members, taking turns to use up their stamina. And now Eric with a reversal, dropping down Otis with a back suplex. And now a nice little combination, but Otis with a reversal, lifting him up into the fireman's carry position and just manhandling Eric. Eric now in the corner, gearing up for something. Oh my god, and a single-legged knee strike wipes down Otis. That was a hell of a thunderous attack. And now tag made as Ivar goes up top. They could be looking for the fallout. Diving leg drop onto Otis. Eric exits the ring, but Gable's straight in. Uh-oh, and the Viking Raiders are pissed at Gable. Gable gets absolutely flattened. And now Otis is left in there alone with Ivar, who's not been in since the beginning of the match. He's still fairly fresh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Otis with the exploding suplex, launching the other big man over his head. A massive feat of strength there. And now it's Gable's turn. Tag made back to Otis, drop down into the drop kick. Very nice little combination. Leaping elbow drop from Otis to Ivar. Alpha Academy being on a roll. Oh my god, look at the strength. Dumping Ivar on his spine from the military press position. Absolutely beautiful there. The Viking Raiders trying to get back on top of this. Ivar can't make the tag to Eric though, he just doesn't have the energy in him after being lifted that high. Maybe he was playing possum. Look at these thunderous attacks by Gable. Oh, roundhouse kick. Gable gets flattened. Samoan driver dumps down Gable. Eric now in the ring, trying to prevent Otis, but Otis, he's a quick one. Uh-oh, uh-oh, a little bit of a malfunction at the junction there. I don't think Eric realised who he even had hold of. He just went for the biggest guy and threw him. Uh-oh. The Viking Raiders being a little bit mischievous here as they try and break some of the tag laws. That is no way to gain yourself a #1 contendership. Ivar trying to get some offense in against Otis with a massive suplex rocking the ring. Those brutal kicks that he likes to throw. He throws all of his weight behind those kicks as well. There's a big boot. Flattens Otis. Massive big splash. Ivar trying to get back into this, trying to get some momentum going. The two just fumbled there. That might have cost Ivar the opportunity to take advantage. As Otis now with the heel throw. Taking Ivar off of his feet. Massive clothesline. Gable dodges into the neck breaker. War Raiders are being out-wrestled here by the Alpha Academy. Where is Otis going? Hopefully I was going to say, hopefully he's not going to be making a jump from that distance. Massive back suplex though, drops him down. And look at Eric. Eric with the dastardly tactics. Grabbing a hold of Otis. Oh, and he dives off the top. Otis dodged but went straight into an attack by Ivar. Double shotgun knee strike. Takes down Gable. Some brutal offense there from the Viking Raiders as they keep Gable in their corner. This is a lot for Gable to handle, but Gable managing to fight out of it the best he can. What is this? Oh my god, a back suplex into death row. And again, Otis manages to break up the pin. And Ivar trying to dispense of Otis. I don't know if he's going to be able to, but the two are brawling. And Gable now trying to get back into this, taking the opportunity from Eric's distraction with Otis. Oh my god. Launching him into that turnbuckle. Oh my god, and a roll up. Roll up by Eric. And there it is, the Viking Raiders have beaten Alpha Academy. Both teams have at least one win under their belts. It was a sly way to win, but it was a win nonetheless. We've seen a lot of sly wins tonight. And main event time, we have Bianca Belair versus Liv Morgan, one-on-one, #1 contendership match to find out who will fight Rhea Ripley at the upcoming Vengeance Day pay-per-view. Both of these women have been handpicked by William Regal. Bianca Belair because she was the final woman in the ring with Rhea Ripley. She lasted the longest out of the Fatal 4-Way at the pay-per-view. And Liv Morgan has been handpicked by William Regal after her initial win against Sasha Banks, and then also she didn't need a second opportunity like Bianca Belair did. Bianca Belair never won her qualifying Fatal 4-Way. So the fact that Liv Morgan lasted until the final 3 and also won her initial match, she's being offered another opportunity. Clearly, pinning Sasha Banks gave Liv Morgan a lot of leverage when it came to NXT General Manager William Regal. Regal spent a lot of time bigging up Sasha Banks and how happy he was to sign her. And the fans were looking for a fantastic performance, and then boom, Liv Morgan with the play of the day in the pin. We have not seen Sasha Banks since. I'm assuming we will at some stage. But let's not forget the fantastic performances that Bianca Belair's also put on to get her here. Bianca Belair is one hell of a performer, and in the words of William Regal, who knows what would have happened if Bianca versus Rhea was just a one-on-one match without the Fatal 4-Way aspect before then. Bianca now going to the top rope. Liv Morgan rolling away just enough to clear her of any damage there. Back body drop. And there's a standing moonsault from Bianca Belair. Very nice. And a second standing frog splash, but Liv Morgan with the knees up dodges out of the way of the Hurricane Rana. Bianca Belair's not letting her get that Rana. And now she's got her in the surfboard position. Will Liv Morgan tap out now? She can't quite reach the ropes. Oh, she unhooked her foot, went for the pin, but Bianca with the kick out. Very nice little combination there. These two women now brawling on the outside, similar to how right at the start of the show we saw Walter and Murphy brawl on the outside, and then Keith Lee and Austin Theory also brawled on the outside of the match. Tonight has been a night of very brutal tactics from everyone involved. Even including The arguable cheating from the War Raiders that we witnessed last match. Oh, standing shooting star press, very nice. Bianca Belair showing off her athleticism and now going to the top turnbuckle. Could be looking for the 450, but Liv Morgan rolling away. Bianca Belair not close enough to actually get it. But she might be able to hit her with something else. Could be looking for the KOD, but Liv Morgan is playing the role of a slippery bugger right now, trying to avoid Bianca Belair. Liv Morgan off the top and a thunderous fall to the ground. Bianca with a spinning soul kick to the midsection. And now lifting up Morgan. Oh, tilt-a-world power slam. Very nice there. And Liv Morgan sprouting up. She's not letting Bianca Belair hit that 450. She knows she's going for it. There's a bulldog. Liv Morgan fighting from the ground up here tonight because Bianca Belair is clearly the better athlete when it comes to wrestling and gymnastics. But it's not just about how good you are in the ring. It's about strategy. Oh, and there's the 450. Liv Morgan got hit by it. And she kicked out. Beautiful 450 splash by Bianca Belair, and it's definitely it's got to have taken the wind out of Liv Morgan. And now, again, going for the surfboard submission. Trying to wear down Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan gonna tap, maybe. Oh my god, calling it close. Liv Morgan looks like she could be on the brink of tears trying to get out of that as she slips free. That was so close. Oh, drop toe hold. Manages to stop Bianca in her tracks. Oh, and launching Bianca across the ring. Irish whip now. Liv Morgan. Oh my god, and Bianca Belair with a bit of a shoulder tackle there. Lifting Morgan into the KOD position. KOD out of nowhere. Morgan was on top of things, but Belair managed to switch it around. Oh, and Liv Morgan with a kick out of the KOD. That is Bianca Belair's biggest move. Is she going to go for another one? No, she's got another submission hold, but that time I believe Liv Morgan's foot was on the rope. Bad ring awareness from Bianca Belair. Oh, got the knees up, Liv Morgan. And now going for something, but Bianca doing a fantastic job of blocking. Launching Liv Morgan into the corner. Looking to choke out Liv Morgan on that top turnbuckle. Bianca Belair with a dragon screw leg whip there. Catching Liv Morgan and now going to the top rope. She set Morgan up perfectly. 450 splash. Morgan's down. 1, 2. Oh my god, and a 2.9. Liv Morgan's kicked out. Liv Morgan wants this so badly. But Bianca Belair is putting on a fantastic showing. And now she's going to get her back into that KOD torture rack position. Going to try and make Liv Morgan tap out. It's a brutal position to be in. And Liv Morgan taps out. The abuse to the spine is too much for Morgan to handle. Bianca Belair is the new #1 contender. She couldn't put her away with a pin. She was just too resilient, so she had to use a submission. It'll be Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley at the pay-per-view. Look at Liv Morgan. Barely able to walk, but she's made it to her feet to shake hands with Bianca Belair.